My name is Briyanna Michelle, and we're back with another video. I'm an author, a Black romance author, an avid reader, and I'm just a girl. Today, I'm going to show you the books that I have and the books that I'm excited to read. Hold on. All right, so we have a lot of books here. I went to this nice little bookstore in Philly. It is called Brookhaven. So it's owned, I don't know, okay, so I actually don't know who it's owned by, but here are a few clips while I was in the store. And it was so cute and quaint, but big. Like, you know those bookstores that just give very, they're vintage. They're like wall to wall to wall bookshelves, and you kind of just gotta look through and browse through. That was kind of the vibe that it was given when I was in there. And I was like, first I was getting very overwhelmed because for me, I primarily read, books by Black authors, Black romance, Black self-help books. 90% of my books are from fellow Black authors, both indie and traditionally published. And I was just like, okay, where are my people, right? Because a book, they had step stools so I can climb up. It was a lot going on, but I couldn't find any of the Black authors. So instead of getting frustrated, I was like, okay, Bri, let's ask the man for help. So I went over and I asked a nice guy, and I was like, hey, do you guys have any Beverly Jenkins? Like, if y'all know Auntie Bev, y'all know Auntie Bev. If you don't, you need to get to know her. So I was like, y'all have any Beverly Jenkins books? And he was like, I'm not familiar with the name. And I was like, dang, they may not have no Black books here. If you don't know Auntie Bev, what do you know? And I'm like, and Pop Pop, we're gonna give him Pop Pop because he looked like he was somebody's grandpa, And I'm like, Pop Pop don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, well, do you guys have? I said, do you have any books from any Black authors? He was like, oh, she's a Black woman. I was like, yeah. He was like, well, I still haven't heard of her. He was like, but here's a section over here. I said, oh, okay. I said, because I wasn't sure if, I had to look through the entire store, because they had it, from A to Z, all of the authors. But I was like, yeah, I didn't know, if our books was mixed in or if we had our own little section. First, we have The Perfect Find by Tia Williams. If you know, you know. It was recently adapted into a Netflix movie with Gabrielle Union and Keith Powers. I enjoyed the movie. It says that the publication was in 2016, so I didn't know that The Perfect Find was a re-release from her. So our next book on the list is by the one, the only, Eric Jerome Dickey. Okay, I'm very excited. So this book is Genevieve, and I actually have a friend named Genevieve. So Genevieve, if you're watching this, hey girl, hey. So Genevieve is apparently these two. Genevieve is married, and so I've never read this. I actually haven't read anything by Eric Jerome Dickey before, and I feel so ashamed to be.
Oh my God!
I feel ashamed, I'm a Black woman who loves Black romance, and I've been reading Black romance since Wahida Clark and Zane and my people, Terry Woods, but I've never read Eric Jerome Dickey. And if you call yourself a person who reads Black romance, you kind of have to read Eric Jerome Dickey. He's a pioneer, Black man. He's one of them ones. So I was really ashamed for a while to never have read any of his books. But I'm very excited about this one. I'm kind of going to all of these books blind. I don't really know what they're about. I will read the synopsis, but I probably won't read the reviews. I'm not easily swayed by reviews. I'm just finna read the books. It don't matter to me what anybody else's opinion about a book is. If I like the cover and I like the synopsis, I'm going to read it. This Pleasure by Eric Jerome Dickey. And look at this cover, she's gorgeous. We love that. And this book it's pretty thick. Ooh, okay. It is almost 480 pages. So I have Drive Me Crazy, right? Drive Me Crazy by Eric Jerome Dickey. That's my third Eric Jerome Dickey book. And we have Blues Dancing by Miss Danae McKinney Whetstone. So I'm very excited about this. I've never read anything by her before. Then we have this, which I'm very excited about. This is Don't Cry For Me by Daniel Black. I'm very excited about this book. So I had this on my wish list on Amazon, and this bookstore actually had all of the books half off. So this book, I believe, is originally like $20, I think, but I paid $13 for it, which is pretty much like the same price one would pay on Amazon, I think. We have Their Eyes Were Watching God by Miss Zora Neale Hurston. So she is a pioneer. Gabrielle, be quiet. She is a pioneer in the Black community. I'm very excited about this book. I've heard amazing things about Their Eyes Are Watching God. And first of all, this book came out in 1937. Like, I feel like it's so just like mind-blowing to have a book in my hand by a Black author in the 30s, which I'm sure was a time of segregation, and it was just like a very hard time for the Black community. And I don't know, I just kind of feel, you know, happy and honored to have a book on my shelf from that time period. And I know that I'm very late to the train. Like, I feel like a lot of people read the Black classics, and this is considered a classic, and I haven't read it yet, so I'm excited to read this. And the cover is beautiful. Like, we got more books. So this book is The Secret Life of Church Ladies. All right, we have Fly Girl by Omar Tyree. I've heard about Fly Girl. I've never read Fly Girl, and I'm excited about it. So Fly Girl came out in 1996, 1997. I was born in 96, so I'm excited to read Fly Girl. I will. Okay, this book is The Other Woman. Ooh, I heard about this book. Yeah, we gotta read this. Another Eric Jerome Dickey book. First of all, the fact that all of these book covers got the color scheme, I'm here for this. I am. This is Naughty or Nice. One more book in this bag. It is. Okay. Oh yes, and then I have Terry McMillan, Getting to Happy, which is the sequel to Waiting to Exhale, and I'm very sad because they did not have Waiting to Exhale in the store. Like, I'm sad. Like, I watched the movie because everyone falls in love sometimes. Like, I watch the movies because sometimes it's wrong and sometimes it's right, you know? We heard Whitney singing, shoot, 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 like that, you know? That's my song. This is my movie. But I didn't know there was a sequel to it, okay? First of all, I didn't know that Waiting to Exhale was a book until like 5 years ago. I also didn't know that How Stella Got Her Groove Back was a book until like 5 years ago. Like, when I grew up, first of all, my mom was really not a book reader. She's really not. So when I grew up, you know, I was born in 96. Waiting to Exhale and How Stella Got Her Groove Back were movies that I watched when I was growing up. I didn't know Miss Terry, I didn't know they were books. Okay, now I probably shouldn't have been watching a movie, so I definitely shouldn't have been reading the books. So I'm kind of glad to be like, you know, to have the book as a 20-something-year-old, and I feel like I definitely will appreciate it because, you know, my ladies went through a lot and Waiting to Exhale. Okay, so I think Getting to Happy is something that I'm very excited for them to get to. So which books do you have? Which books have you read? Which books are you excited about? I think overall I came home with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think I came home with 12 books and I spent $107. That's not bad at all. And I would say that this shelf is set for the Tia Williams book, and the Don't Cry For Me book by Daniel Black. All these other books were classics, so we're going to name this book, we're going to name this video a book haul of Black romance classics, because that's pretty much what I got. I'm very excited. So yeah, have a great, amazing day. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe. And let me know if you guys are excited to read any of these books, if you read them, what you thought about them. And see you next time for a new video. Bye.